There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will take the first swing of the game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physically.
Snatches it on the run. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking left. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 1st and goal for the offense. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can...
They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Klein. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. Turning it on! Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's loose down the left side. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made a defender miss. Stopped at the 46-yard line. And making a play and turning in the interception. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now on the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
After the misfire, it's third down. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So if the offense stays out there on fourth down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chains. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look at all. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simpson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Nelson. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got a man. It's Ives. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nebraska! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. They'll immediately call timeout.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll try to do it himself. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense in a bunch formation. He leaves it with his back. Nice move there. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Bring in the heat. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's key. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for space. It's Nelson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Caught behind the line. It's Klein.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Marsh. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Simpson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the outside. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Hunter. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Huskers are on the move. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Key. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Out of the gun, the inside give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Key. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Raiola. There's the pressure. He wants it all. Into the end zone, it's caught! A touchdown! And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. They grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Raiola. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap.